Hello, everyone. This is another Black Conservative. I am Ryan Bowling. Thank you all for joining me. The much hated CNN has hit an all-time low. According to an article that I read in Breitbart, which is actually an opinion piece that I'm going to be reading here in a few seconds, it has hit an all-time low in over 20 years. It has never been this low. Now, I have my own, after reading this article, I came up with my own theory also of why I believe CNN has hit an all-time low. This far leftist news channel has hit an all-time low. So I'm going to get into this article. I'm going to read this article, this opinion piece, and I'm going to give you what my theory is. And really, to me, it's good news. It's really good news because it shows something. It shows something about the masses of people that actually tune in to CNN. But let's get right into this. And once again, as I said, this is an opinion piece, okay? The ongoing death spiral of CNN has been such a joy to watch, and now these left-wing monsters are facing their worst demo ratings in more than 20 years. If that doesn't put a smile on your face, you must hate America and small children and pie. Last Friday, in the all-important 25-54 age demographic that sets advertiser rates, CNN bottomed out with an average of just 60,000 demo viewers. Back in 2000, CNN hit 59,000 demo viewers, making this number the worst since then, or the worst in almost a quarter century. For context, anything below 100,000 is considered a massive fail. Fox News averaged 212 demo viewers Friday. MSNBC averaged 83,000. Fox News had almost 4 times as many young viewers as CNN. That's really good. Young viewers watching Fox News over CNN. That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. Hey, remember that media narrative about how Fox News would eventually lose its ratings prominence after all its aging viewers died off? The total viewer numbers for Friday are really something. So he gives a list of the total average viewers. Fox, 1.56 million. MSNBC, 818,000. CNN, 303,000. That's right. Throughout the entire day, CNN averaged only 303,000 total viewers. CNN's reprehensible morning show could not bring in 150,000 total viewers, while Fox and Friends grabbed over 1 million total viewers. Jack Taper's 2 hours averaged only 389,000 and 370 viewers. Aaron Burnett averaged only 301,000 total viewers. Meanwhile, Fox News is smoking CNN's lying ASSs with total viewers in the high 1 million and 2 million. As you know, I'm no Fox News fan, but what makes this so enjoyable is that 1, I hate CNN a whole lot more than Fox News, and 2, CNN has literally spent years trying to destroy Fox News, and all CNN has done is destroy its awful self. So I'm going to complete that article right there. You can read the rest of that opinion piece on your own free time. But really, that's good news in the way I see it. That's good news. And the reason why I believe it's good news, as well as this opinion piece believes it's good news, is because this shows, particularly among younger viewers, that all the people that watch CNN are not falling for the rhetoric. Now, later on, I don't want to give away too much of this article, but later on in the article, the writer of the article states that it's not so much that CNN spins this propaganda like it does. It's not so much that CNN spins the far left propaganda, because he stated that MSNBC does the same thing and they receive twice as many viewers as CNN. What the writer of the article stated in his opinion piece was that the reason why the viewership is so low in CNN is because CNN's hosts are very unlikable. And I see what he's saying. Now let me give you my spin on that. Here's what I believe about CNN. He stated that the writer of that article in his opinion piece stated that the CNN hosts are very unlikable. What I've noticed among far left people in general, the far left, is that I'm not talking about regular Democrats or regular people that may be on. I'm talking about the far left. They are very unlikable. They're mean-spirited. They're hateful. They're envious. They hate everything that's America. And whenever I'm around those, and whenever I see them, it's like there's a negative, satanic, evil, demonic energy that comes from them. They're full of hate. Many of them don't believe in God. So you already got demons in you anyway. You don't believe in God because you're so radical on your views and you're pushing all this evil stuff on people. That what kind of love could you have in your heart? What kind of joy could you have? What kind of peace could you have? And I think that those kind of personalities are what CNN harbors. I've only watched bits and pieces of CNN. I can't stomach listening to those people. One time I tried to listen to one of the CNN, I think it was Joy, whatever her name is. I call her joyless. I call her joyless because whatever kind of money they giving that woman, she must really, really love that money. She must be literally in bed with that money because the stuff that she spends is totally crazy. But Joyless Reed, that's what it is. Joyless Reed, the stuff that she spits, I could feel it. It makes my stomach ache because it's so unlikable. And I think that one of the main reasons why the ratings are so low is, as he said, the writer that article says in his opinion piece, is that the people are very unlikable. But I wanted to add to that the people are very unlikable because they're on the far left. The far left in general tends to be very unlikable people. Every time I listen to them or attempt to listen to them, every time I see they have this evilness, this rage on their face. They look dark and spiteful and mad and angry with the world. And I've experienced it in my personal life with people that are on the far left and radical. They're so full of hate and bitter and envious, nobody wants to be around them. Who wants to be around all of that? So when you spit this kind of stuff out to a lot of the people that watch it in terms of CNN, no one wants to be around that. No one wants to be around that bitterness and hatefulness and resentfulness. No one wants to be around it because a significant number of Americans don't believe that anyway. And I don't watch Fox News that much. I watch Fox News every now and then. I may watch a few clips here or there. But I really don't watch mainstream news that much, whether it's on the right or the left. I really don't watch it that much for my own various reasons. But from what I'm understanding about Fox News, from what people or certain sources are saying, they're starting to merge more to the left. And I'm not for that anyway. I understand you want to get a fair analysis, but I mean, most of the news sources on the mainstream news is mostly the left anyway. And I think that Fox News is one of the few conservative news sites or news shows on TV. But yet you have high numbers in the millions. High numbers in the millions. What that shows me is that everybody is not a bunch of mind control freaks like the far radical left wants us to believe they are. Everybody doesn't support CRT. Everybody doesn't support pushing gay and transgenderism on our children. Everybody doesn't support that nonsense. So you see them merging more and more to Fox News because not only are the people likable on Fox News, not only are the hosts likable, but they're spinning a different side of the story that tends to make more sense than what the radical left is. The radical left is so radical that they don't make sense. They're so radical and out of the box, they don't make sense. And a significant number of Americans still have some of their brain cells working. And so I believe that this is the reason why CNN is failing so. But it's interesting because they're never going to be taken off of, in my opinion, they're never going to be taken off of TV because you got people like George Soros and others, far left organizations and individuals, super capitalists they call them, who are financing them and keeping them propped up to push their propaganda. And I don't wish no ill will on anyone from CNN. If people lose their jobs, I don't wish for anyone to lose their jobs, and I don't pray for anyone to lose their jobs. But you reap what you sow. If you sow that kind of discord and division and hate and lies and misrepresentative, that's exactly what it is. They're lies. A vast majority of what they say is lies, 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 lies. You keep spinning that, eventually it's going to have a negative effect. You're going to reap what you sow. And if you work for an organization that tells you to spend this kind of stuff, regardless of the amount of money you get, if you keep sowing that kind of nonsense, you're going to reap it. And the reaping that you're going to get is going to be negative. You may end up losing your job. Get something that has a fair balance, in my opinion. Get something that has a fair balance. It would be hard for me to work for any organization, regardless of the money, that pushes rhetoric that I personally don't believe in. To be honest with you, in the closing of this video, I believe that a significant number of people on CNN and these far left news shows don't believe what they preach and teach about. I don't believe they believe it in their heart. They do it because the money is good. The money is good. And they worship money over what is right and wrong. They worship money over morality. They worship money over their own consciousness. That's my spin on it. What do you guys think about this? What do you think about CNN's failure to attract a significant amount of viewers? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. God bless you all, and see you again on another Black Conservative.